Fans of Horus Heresy, Warhammer 40,000 and dangerous fauna and flora, thank you very much for joining me for a quick out-of-the-pack review of some quick little models I picked up a few weeks ago. And as we can see from the delivery label, these are from Heresy Miniatures. Heresy Miniatures have a wide range of, well, all sorts of miniatures. It's a very diverse and somewhat eclectic range, but there's all sorts of weird and wonderful things in. Anyway, so they recently had a sale. Well, I saw these things and they appealed to my critter collecting interests. And we're going to have a quick look inside the box to see what they are. Sweeties. You always get sweeties with Heresy Miniature orders. So that's quite novel. Get a bit of bubble wrap and a little flyer for Heresy Miniatures. That's very nice. Oh, and business card as well. Right, so the question is, what did I buy? Well, I bought two sets of models. The first is this one, which is a set which is called Giant Slugs. Now, the reason I bought these is they made me think of classic Rogue Trader bugs, and specifically Death World flora and fauna. Obviously this is a fauna part of that. And these are called Giant Slugs, and these are little resin miniatures. And they made me think a bit of, well, they could be mega termites. They also put me in mind a bit of sunworms from the original Rogue Trader rulebook, and I really like them. It's an unpleasant looking little bitey mouth at the front end. If you've ever studied any real world creatures, it's a bit lamprey-like almost. Yeah, giving me the shudders thinking about that. So there's one of them, and there's three of these little critters in the set. This one has got a very slug-like underside, as you can see here. That sort of rippled effect. And it's got the nibbly mouth again. It's got an interestingly textured body and a series of trachea running down its side, through which you would imagine this somewhat repulsive looking creature breathes, or respires perhaps we might say. And then finally we've got a third one, which is got a different sort of face on again, and a little pair of snippety, grabbity claws. Air hole trachea down the side again, and a bit more leathery, almost a bit like a caterpillar, this one. Yeah. Ooh. And they don't come with bases. You can buy them with bases, I think, but I didn't order any, so I've got a big supply myself. I might put those on 32mm Citadel bases or whatever I've got that are the similar size. So I've got those guys to add to my critter collection. And then there's also this as well. And this is a metal model, as you can see, a white metal model. And this is the Waspquito. This one does come with a base. They're standard because it is a flying model. Now, if this is at heroic 28mm or 30mm scale, this is a Mosquito, the likes of which nightmares are made from. It is enormous. It's a metal miniature, got these legs, got a long thin proboscis and these large compound eyes on the side of its head. Unpleasantly furry body, very nicely cast. And then we also get a second set of parts, a second sprue of parts, which has got the other three legs, which are going to go like that. Those are all independent, so you could bend these into position to create some variety and dynamicism in the model. And then we also have a set of four wings, 1, 2, 3, 4, and those are going to mount into these recesses on the thorax of this intriguing creature. You've got sort of like a window design, or yeah, window wing design, which you see on insects in nature. Quite exaggerated lining, obviously, because it's a miniature. So if it's going to pick out in paint, it has to be heavier, much heavier than it would be in real life. What a fascinating little model, yes. I occasionally buy stuff like this. Anyone who watched my review of the killer plants will remember it. And I've got a few other critters that I've not yet shared on the channel, and at some point, you know, I'll get around to doing some videos about, perhaps I'll do a video just about the critter collection at some point. I'll have to stick that on the to-do list. But I hope you've enjoyed this fun little review of the Giant Slugs and Waspquito by Heresy Miniatures. I'll leave a link in the description to Heresy Miniatures if you're interested in having a look at them. What did I pay for these? I think the whole order, including postage, was £11.25. There was a sale on at the time, so I got a bit of a discount on the miniatures. Don't think that's too bad for 4 little critters. Good value, I'd say. I'll be very interested to hear what you think of these little critters. Do you like collecting critters for wargaming or just your miniature collections? Do you know of any really good critter manufacturers? Please share those thoughts in the comments as always. But other than that, I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. I'll speak to you next time, and goodbye.